This video here is going to be about the Negative Spider-Man statue, right? A statue that I recently got. And yeah, so a Negative Spider-Man statue, right? Kind of like a Diamond Select statue. So the same size, area like the Killmonger or the Aquaman statue. And yeah. Now, this one is very unique because of the pose and the base size. The base is pretty big, right? He's on like this, a rooftop area. I believe a Negative Spider-Man was a Spider-Man that was negatively influenced by a Mr. Negative, right? And yeah, so yeah, this is different than the Spider-Man 2018 Negative Spider-Man suit. This is a more comic book looking suit, and yeah. So a pricing for this one though, like in terms of pricing, I was able to get mine for $40 off Facebook, but average price is like $50 to $70 range, and these get more rare over time. They're very hard to find, right? Unless you go to, like on a certain website, I check eBay, Amazon has them from time to time. Certain ones though, check your local comic book shop or video game store, right? But these statues have become rare and rare over time. The Marvel ones, they're more common. The DC ones, they're rare and they'll be more expensive, right? But yeah. So like with this Spider-Man statue, right? The black and white, this is basically a black and white colored Spider-Man, and yeah. So first off here now is the material. So the black upper part of him here is basically a web design, right? So the web, a design, right? It is pretty much just like his regular uniform. It's just like in a different color, and yeah. The symbol there, this is the classic Spider-Man symbol, I believe, right? And as well, like on the back as well, right? This is from the classic 1960s Spider-Man symbol, and yeah. There's obviously so many other symbols, but I like the inversion. So like on the front, it is white. On the back, it is black. Now, I will say, like with the white coloring though on it, the white coloring looks kind of like some sort of, I don't know, like, some sort of dry ceramic, but it looks pretty cool. I like the, material of it. The face design here, like, it's pretty much just like Spider-Man. It's just like Spider-Man, except it is a black mask, right? And, yeah, Spider-Man suits, some of them obviously have smaller eyes, other ones have bigger eyes, just like with Batman, where the ears, the bat ears, some will have big bat ears, other ones are not so big, and yeah, same idea here. What really makes this statue work like is the pose. I like the, whether like he's in like some sort of like attack pose, or like he's about to swing off, or like he just landed. It looks pretty cool. It was sculpted amazingly here, right? I like how his hand, he can obviously stick at the surfaces, right? That the hand is basically stuck on here like the base, and as well like as the foot area here, and yeah. With the statue looking at it head on, Spider-Man is obviously looking down. He's looking down. Well, I guess because he is high up, but he's looking down, like in the pose, right? So that's another thing too. So if you like statues that are more standing or like in a standing motion, but it makes sense for Spider-Man because this is like a pose that he would do, right? Even though it is negative Spider-Man, it is still like a version like a Spider-Man, right? So he would be like in those similar poses. Now, the foot area here, right? It is, the statue itself feels solid. So it feels very solid. Some statues I will feel wiggly, right? Like on top of something about to probably go off. But the only thing here that's wiggly and not stable is the webbing. So the webbing itself, the webbing here, it will come off. It is stuck onto here, but it, like it feels a little flimsy on here. This extra glue of web here, like on the base, a part of it does come off, right? And yeah. But like aside from that though, everything about it feels sturdy. There is some seam lines here. You can't really see it, but there's like a seam line right here. This weird seam line making it look like a figure, like an action figure, but there's another one up there, right? And yeah. Now let's talk about the base itself. At the base, it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is supposed to represent fire or like lava, magma, right? From like some sort of a volcano. But the base is obviously like, I'm assuming it's like some sort of pillar or like a building rooftop that was collapsed, broken, broke down, right? And you have the a pavement here that broke, right? Almost like some sort of like an explosion affected at the base. But the base itself looks pretty cool. The base looks cool. I will say, with this though, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, right? I seen fire like in other statues, like at this size, like a Jean Grey, for example. I think Scorpion had one with his Diamond Select statue. But I see fire done differently, depending on how it's sculpted. This is probably, I don't know if it's lava or yeah. In terms of the weight of the statue, so the weight, it is actually pretty, it is pretty, the weight of the statue, right, and the weight like of the actual base, it's the same, right? So it actually weighs heavier than most of my other statues. It is up there like with the Bane statue I have in terms of weight, and another statue, a Doctor Strange, right? And yeah. Now, I do like how this base takes up a lot of space, right? I do like that. Most of the statues take up most of the space, right?